Welcome back, everybody. Hot Mike rolls on this Thursday morning. Mentioned earlier, Vikings are underway at training camp. Day 2 comes up later today. We showed you the exciting video of guys stretching. The guy who shot the video joins us now on Hot Mike. Alec Ausmus joins us from KSTP TV down in the Twin Cities, getting ready for another day of stretching video that the Vikings are allowed to show us. But the breaking news, before you came on, the Vikes announced that they're doing the Winter Warrior outfit for Christmas Day. What do we think?
I mean, it's awesome. I don't know. I like it. I saw that, the not to talk about the Green Bay Packers here, but I saw they released a jersey this morning too, and the helmets look like that old leather head, so to say. So it's a good thing, right? And the NFL always does a good job with their marketing and spicing things up, if you will. The players always seem to like these new jerseys and things. You're playing on Christmas Day too. That always adds some extra flavor. Can't complain. I always think it's pretty cool when they change up the jerseys on special games like that.
Well, and they're doing the classic ones for the Falcons game and the Packers. Why that's not the regular jersey escapes me. That one is perfect. It's perfect.
Well, and you could even say that with the Twins too. I mean, the Minnesota Twins have had some jerseys where you're like, I like that a lot better than the Lake Classics.
The City Connect. The City Connects are terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Right.
They're awful. All right, so you're down there yesterday before the monsoon came. For people that, I understand it, you're in the biz, but for people that don't know, give us the lowdown of what you're allowed to shoot when you go to Vikings camp.
Yeah, so yesterday, day 1, and as soon as we all pull into the parking lot, it just starts downpouring. And the Vikings have a new facility, right? It's a new facility. It's a nice facility. So moving practice to the indoor facility isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's a decent facility, but it's a lot more cramped. Yep. When we're outside, like today, the sun's shining right now in the Twin Cities. I'm expecting us to be outdoors today. There's walkways that go all the way around the fields. There's even a little incline for the cameras that we can shoot down onto the practice field. That video and what you can even just see, what things going on, is so much better. So I'm expecting today is a lot better. But as for what we're allowed to do as the media, we get about the first 25, maybe 30 minutes to film practice, gather video of practice. And majority of that is stretching, guys, sprinting, doing little footwork things. It's not, I'll be honest, it's not the most riveting of video.
No.
From a TV side, that part gets a little tough because in a couple days when fans are here, fans are up in the stands with their cell phones shooting that 7-on-7 video, that 11-on-11 video, and they're allowed to do it. I mean, the Vikings don't encourage it. But we as the media are very limited on what we can shoot, but we're allowed to watch, okay? So we do get to hear things. We get to see things up close. In speaking of yesterday, in the indoor practice facility, when you're watching, J.J. McCarthy do some of those 7-on-7 drills, that 11-on-11 stuff, I mean, you're hearing what the calls, the audibles. I mean, you're hearing some of the play calls and things, and you're witnessing it up close. So for day 1, that's always great to see. There's good and bad, though. I mean, we can dive into that in a minute, but so essentially, hopefully today, the sunshine allows a little bit more riveting video for the media.
The fun part is, when we get to this time of the year, sometimes a fan in the stands will have an unbelievable play from camp that we weren't allowed to shoot. I'm like, well, I remember explaining to my boss one time, like, well, how come they had? I'm like, well, they're not going in the stands and getting people's cell phones. We were not allowed to shoot that.
Correct. And there is a story to this, Dom. I'm gonna tell it. It's kind of funny. So allegedly, either 2 years ago, I believe, somebody in the media tweeted out a video of something going on in practice with a formation, and Sean McVay, who's close with Kevin O'Connell, all right, they're buddies. They've been on the same coaching staffs before. Sean McVay allegedly texted O'Connell and said, "Oh, hey, nice nickel package you're doing there with Harrison Smith." He gave something away. Or he said something just under the radar enough to O'Connell, where I think O'Connell got a little paranoid about cameras at practice. We've heard that story from 2 different people that would know.
Okay.
So I think it's true, and I think O'Connell is a little paranoid at practice, and that leads to a lot of this.
Gosh darn it. It just, Like, literally, you could give me the entire playbook. I would have no idea. People at home would have no idea. I don't believe that at all.
And Dom, you would know too, as a TV station, we're doing a lot of close-up shots and
Yes,
stuff, right? Like the
correct.
shots I'm getting is Justin Jefferson catching the
Yeah.
ball with both of his hands and stuff. I'm not a wide shot showing the whole formation. And
No.
oh, yeah, here we are.
Give me a couple for you or what you guys are working on, storylines early on. Obviously, JJ takes the cake, but beyond McCarthy, what other storylines are you keeping your eyes on the first few days of camp?
Two things for sure that stood out at least yesterday. Christian Darrisaw, left tackle, he's back and he's moving around. We saw him at OTAs. Don't get me wrong. This isn't the first Christian Darrisaw sighting for the last 9 months, but 9 months or so after, I mean, remember, he blew his knee out, MCL and ACL. It's almost as bad as it gets. And here he is 9 months later, essentially as a full participant. They don't have pads on right now. Nobody does. But we saw Darrisaw yesterday doing some decent blocking drills with the offensive linemen. That was great to see. Will Fries, the new right guard on the offensive line that the Vikings signed from the Indianapolis Colts. We didn't get to see him during OTAs. He's also coming off some injury stuff, but he's in the mix now. And he's out there with who's the new right guard? Will Fries and Ryan Kelly. That's what I was trying to think of. Ryan Kelly is the new center. Garrett Bradbury is out of the picture now. Ryan Kelly also coming over from the Indianapolis Colts. He's the new center. Those two are former teammates. So you're getting to see them work out together. That was good to see yesterday. Another thing that stood out right away, and we love this, Josh Metellus. He's not holding out, okay? No. He needs a new contract. There's things being negotiated right now with Josh Metellus, but he's not holding out. He's fully involved at practice right now. I mean, Dom, he doesn't have to do that.
No.
Like, there's millions of dollars being renegotiated right now for Metellus, and he is the ultimate teammate. I mean, there's a reason he's one of the team captains. He's out there. He's not being selfish. He knows a new deal is coming. We don't know what that deal looks like yet, and that's tough. What is the dollar amount value on a guy like Josh Metellus, who's listed as a safety but also plays linebacker, could even do some stuff at cornerback? He's done stuff on special teams. I mean, he's everywhere in that Brian Flores defense. So what is the money value on a guy like Josh Metellus? That is yet to be determined, but it's good to see him out there as a full participant right now at Vikings training camp.
Two new guys I was keeping an eye on. I was reading the Star Tribune recap from yesterday. Rondell Moore being one that's back out there, and Jordan Mason is a move, I think, under the radar that could be really beneficial to the Viking offense. Tell me about those couple guys as well, that keep an eye on them.
What's interesting in the wide receiver department is Jordan Addison likely, I'm not saying it's a for sure, but he likely has some kind of punishment coming down from the NFL from a DUI that he had last summer. He pleaded to a no contest for a lesser charge, so to say. And so he's basically ready to move on. He told us that yesterday. Jordan's ready to just face what he has to face and move on with the season. But that being said, it's likely Addison has a 3-game suspension. So that creates some opportunity in that wide receiver room. Rondell Moore, Jalen Naylor. Jalen Naylor looks like he is ready to come back and be a major threat in that wide receiver room. He's bigger. I mean, I think I told you that during OTAs a month or two ago that we saw Jalen Naylor and he's bulked up. That's good. Now let's move to the running backs real quick. As you mentioned, Jordan Mason, that's a great signing. Aaron Jones is your running back number one, I would assume here. I don't know what would prevent him from being that, but is Aaron Jones a 20 carries per game kind of guy? I don't know if that kind of mileage is good for Aaron Jones. So Jordan Mason is a great addition coming over from the 49ers, but there's some question at running back 3. Looking at the depth at running back, you would assume it's Ty Chandler, but that's not a guarantee. I mean, Ty Chandler's usage fell off a cliff last year. They had to trade for Cam Akers for the second straight season last year. That was interesting. I don't know where and why Ty Chandler, his usage just heavily declined. It was kind of a mystery. Maybe we can dig into that a little bit as training camp unfolds this year, but there's a little lack at depth in running back right now. But Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, that's your 1-2 punch at least right out of the gate here.
With the Vikes going, that means the spotlight will go off the Twins, which is probably a good idea. But I'm interested in your opinion on this. And when they come home now for a homestand for the next week. What guys are going to still be left when the homestand is over a week from now?
This has been incredibly disappointing. When they didn't, I mean, they needed to go sweep the
Yeah,
Rockies. Let's be
absolutely.
honest.
Yep.
I mean, and they had a chance to take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. I mean, they could have had 5 out of 6 games on a road trip like that. Coming back with the trade deadline looming, I mean, that changes the conversation completely. Now you're leaning more towards sell. I mean, I hate to say that because they're not that far out of the wild card, but they're just not making any progress. So as you mentioned, this homestand right now, I believe it's the Washington Nationals starting tomorrow night. That's a team that's 20 games under 500. I mean, the Twins need to win that series, if not sweep that series. But I don't. So we talk about this a lot in our sports office. Joe Ryan, the value of Joe Ryan. I don't see the Twins trading Joe Ryan, but he's got some great value, Dom. He really does. He's not on a crazy contract. He's an all-star now. He's one of the best pitchers in the American League. The Twins could get a pretty good haul for him, but let's not pretend he's off the table. I could see a guy like Harrison Bader having some value to a contending team, a guy that can play the outfield, either any position really in the outfield, and he's hitting okay. All right, it's there. I want to see, not on the trading block, but good to see Royce Lewis starting to swing the bat a little better, but is it going to be too little too late? I mean, by the time things start to click here, are the Twins just out of it? And it feels like a wasted season, especially how good Byron Buxton has been.
Yeah, I thought at the end of June, we may have talked about this, it was time to move on. But after the Rocky series, certainly I'm like, all right, it ain't happening. And then it's time to see what you can get. Not knowing, certainly with the ownership deal, that's still a huge question mark in terms of what you even want. I guess what your hands are tied is if you're the general man, if you're Derek Falvey, I don't know what you can do.
Exactly. And what direction is this franchise headed right now? I mean, is this team being for sale? Is this something that drags out for another season or 2, maybe 3? I hope not. I mean, it just feels like the Pohlad family, I'm not trying to disrespect them. It just feels like the love for baseball within the Pohlad family isn't there with the kids, the younger side of the Pohlad family. I understand why they're trying to sell this team, but they're going to want $1.7 billion. I mean, that's kind of the new asking price for the Twins right now. And I don't know, Dom, it's a sticky situation. What direction are things going? If you do trade Joe Ryan, that sets you back another year or 2 with pitching. I mean, I know Pablo's still around, but I don't want prospects necessarily either. Like if the Twins trade, let's get some guys that can maybe come in and do something. I'm not saying that automatically means you turn into a playoff contender because you do that, but we have a lot of good prospects right now that the Twins are developing, and the farm system is solid. I don't want more prospects if they do make some of these big trades. Let's get some names of guys that, the Ty Francis of the world that can come in and maybe do something right away.
Let me see. There was one other thing. You've done this before with the Gophers, but yesterday they had their media day out in Vegas that PJ Fleck took every single second. I don't think anybody got out loud to ask a question yesterday at his media deal.
Not surprised.
Right? At all.
That's PJ. Look, and I don't mean this in a bad way. He is a public speaker that's a decent football coach. Like he knows how to work the room. He always worked. He's good. All right. I mean, I don't have any beef with PJ. I really don't. Things are trending in the right direction. Recruiting has gone up. And Dom, Darren Wolfson and I were looking at the Moorhead High School football schedule yesterday, just wondering, who's got the longest road trip? And it looks like Moorhead to Woodbury Moorhead's coming to Woodbury this season. I think week 3 or 4. That's probably mileage-wise the longest one, but we know there's a couple guys on that guys that PJ's looking at on that Moorhead team. So we were trying to see when's a good time to maybe get some video of those guys, get them coming down here to the Twin Cities, vice versa. But PJ's looking outside of the metro a lot, man. The recruiting's going up, and Coy Parrish, we've talked about it, but he's the shining example of PJ not just staying in the metro. It's great. I love it. So, but yeah, that Moorhead football schedule. I know I just took a random turn here, but it's interesting to look at. The Maple Groves of the world are having to go up to Moorhead this year, and I know they're the ones that have voiced their opinions a little bit on the mileage. But I'm welcoming it. I like it. I think Moorhead deserves it. and I'm excited to see what transpires from them being in 6A this year.
It's going to be dynamite to see what happens. I know you're a busy man. Appreciate the time. Thanks for doing this. We'll talk soon, okay?
That sounds good, Dom. Thanks for having me.
Alec
See you next time.
Ausmus joining us from KSTP TV down in the Twin Cities, covering Vikings training camp, getting going day 2 later today. We'll take our final break. We come back. We'll wrap things up, get you ready for a busy Sports Thursday. Hot Mic wraps after this on WDAY Extra, KSFL TV, KNBN, and Inform.com.